What's going on, y'all? It's JD Pickell today on the Hard Count talking about the college football playoff expanding. Welcome into the Hard Count, the People's Show. Everything you know and love about college football happens here on a daily basis. Jack Terry doing the heavy lifting today. You can help drive the show by subscribing to the channel. The College Football Playoff Board of Managers voted on Friday to expand the playoff to 12 teams. Now, this could happen as soon as 2024. At the latest, it sounds like it's going to happen in 2026. This is all reported by ESPN's Pete Thamel. So, with the structure that is being rumored to be reported is 6 conference champions, the highest ranked of those, and then 6 at-large bids. So you'll have 4 teams that'll get a bye, and then those other 8 teams will play in the first round. If it's true to the structure that was being floated around on the first proposal of this back in, I believe it was earlier at the beginning of this year and to last year, the conversation was you'll have that first round played on campus, the second round played as bowl games, and then you'll have, obviously, the semifinal and championship games being played that way. So, what does this mean for the sport of college football? Well, obviously, you're going to have a lot more teams have a chance to get into the dance, right? Which is what a lot of you are wanting, parity. Parity is like the key word that's being thrown around here. In addition to that, there's going to be a lot of money. A lot of money that's going to be thrown towards the college football sport as a whole. I'm here to tell you, the whole parity thing, that's bogus. We've never had the same 4 teams in the college football playoff more than once. Never had the same 4. So go ahead and throw that out the window. I, for one, am not for this expansion. Okay, I have known this is coming for a long time. We've all sort of understood that the playoff is going to expand at some point in time. I am not in favor of this, and here's why. The college football regular season is why we tune in. It's why you care when your team plays FCS West or when they have some crazy out-of-conference game, because every single game matters. Right now, the college football regular season is a double elimination playoff game. Every playoff structure, if you will. You lose 2 games during the regular season, your team is out of it. It's never happened before. So what's going to happen now when we say, okay, you let 12 teams in, 6 conference champions, the highest seeded, and 6 at-large bids? A lot of you thought, okay, great, we'll take some more power back from the big bad SEC. Well, no, folks, what's going to happen is you're going to get more SEC teams in. Of those 6 slots that are available for the at-large bids, you'll see 3, if not 4 of those taken by SEC teams, potentially. Also, before the season, you're going to be able to just pencil some of these teams in. Let's call it what it is. Alabama, you think they're losing more than 2 games a year? Georgia, Clemson, Ohio State, heck, Michigan some years. This is not going to play to more parity. You're just going to see a lot more of the big boys get into the college football playoff. And so, yeah, you'll see the upset now and then, but ultimately, I don't think this is getting done what some of you think it's going to get done. Now, another thing we got to look at, what does this do to the college football calendar? Because signing day is right around that December timeline. I mean, that's ultimately when a lot of these games could be taking place. You might see games happening the week of Christmas. How does this impact the transfer portal window that's supposed to go into effect? There's a lot of things this is going to have a domino effect on. And a lot of that is obviously still to be confirmed and reported on. But ultimately, the college football playoff is going to send ripple effects with this expansion. So, with all that to be said, we knew this was coming, but it is finally here. 2024 at the earliest, 2026 at the latest. I'll leave you with this. Remember we all watched Ohio State, Michigan last year? Tightly contested matchup. Essentially, it was going to be, hey, whoever wins this game is likely going to win the Big Ten and play in the college football playoff. Really, really high-intensity game, right? High stakes. Now, imagine that game happening, but you're talking about seeding as opposed to the college football playoff. As opposed to punching your ticket, you're just saying, okay, if Ohio State wins, they're a 2 seed or a 1 seed, Michigan's still getting in regardless. How much does that cheapen that game? Now, I know that game means so much to those fan bases, but on a national landscape, how differently are we talking about that game? Food for thought. Regardless, playoffs expanding. We knew it would. We'll see what happens from here. Appreciate you tuning in. This has been The Hard Count. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter at JD Pickell. We're going to keep the party rolling. We will see y'all next time.